Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. Guys, get ready for this video on Bitcoin because as you can see here in the charts, we not only broke out exactly as predicted and exactly as DaVinci was mentioning it and also I was mentioning it. No, we didn't only break out of the symmetrical triangle, we also broke this W pattern, and the most important question right now is of course, are we going to go up and not only reach this price target but also this one all the way up here above the previous all-time high? Well, I can tell you something. There are some indications in the charts pointing towards a very, very clear direction. We will be talking about that. We will be talking about our trades, about our potential trades, and what we would be doing right now if we would be standing on the sidelines. We will talk about everything today on Bitcoin here. So make sure you sit down, you scroll down, and this is important, guys. This is the moment. Please also smash up the like button for the new all-time high on the likes. Press it up, and it is really, really appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. We are breaking all records only because of you. Also press the subscription button, press the bell, and this is important for all the newcomers. Press on this bell icon here and press on all. Then you can make sure that you are getting our push notifications with our price predictions and our potential trades in the moment we are actually publishing it. And with that being said, I want to come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
In the pot, 5 by 5, exactly as predicted.
Exactly as predicted, guys. Exactly as predicted. Well, it's fun. I mean, recently the Bitcoin price was very well was treating us very well. The most important thing is what is happening now and what is the prediction right now on Bitcoin. Are we going to go higher, DaVinci? Are we going to reach these price targets or maybe even knock out the previous all-time high? Please, can you maybe pull up the charts and elaborate a little bit here on what you are seeing in the charts for Bitcoin right now?
Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to talk about that 700% in gain that you got in that latest trades that you opened.
Okay. I will quickly talk about that, but of course the stage is yours, DaVinci. Everyone knows I have all of these trades here open over on Phemex. I have the $700,000 US trade, then I have a few other $500,000 trades on Phemex and Bybit. But the funniest one is of course this one here. As you can see, I wanted to put in a big trade actually when I was in the restaurant. I talked about it before, but I forgot to fund my account. So I only had of course it's a lot of money, but only 0.1 Bitcoin left on this account. So I opened it at a 64x leverage at the exact price level where I would have opened it anyways here. I was updating you over on Twitter. As you can see right here on, wait, where's the specific Twitter post? Right here, I was posting before the breakout, after the breakout, and then I opened this trade here on a 64x leverage for 720%. Thank you so much, DaVinci, on reminding me. And of course, the percentage gain is certainly something for entertainment purposes here. Thank you, DaVinci. I appreciate your applause. I know you have a profitable trade open also, and I think all our community members, since we are the most profitable community in the world right now, proven by the numbers, the DaVinci J15 and MMCrypto community, I think we are all happy right now with the price going higher. Congratulations for everyone who took our trades here. And also, guys, remember, if you want to trade on Bybit as well, I have right now $600 US completely for free in the pinned comment. If you're an experienced trader, you click the link here for Bybit, you put in your email address and your password, you get your very own account, and after your initial deposit, you get $600 US for free for your own trading on Bybit. So make sure you take advantage of that right now. This is for limited time in the video description and the pinned comment down below. But now, DaVinci, let's pull up the charts. The stage is yours. We want to know, what are your price targets for Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Here it is, Bitcoin.
There she is. There she is.
All right, there it is. Now, what we've noticed here, right, is Bitcoin, we've dumped down, right? And this looks like this is the dip. This was the dip. And if you sold at 40,000, you better be buying back right now. Yeah. Because this is clearly the dip. This is clearly the dip. And why is that? You can see that one, if we take a look at the total downward percentage, it's like 28% from the top to bottom. And so, well, it's not the biggest one we've seen in Bitcoin's history, right? It's pretty small in comparison, but it's still a significant amount. I mean,
it's the Da Vinci. It's the biggest one since 4 months or so, right? I mean, we have to keep that in mind. It's not as big as the retracements we had in 2017, but it's the biggest one since 4 months or so at least. And yeah, I mean, we know as Bitcoin grows, as the market cap grows, and we are getting more mature, the volatility, the percentage volatility should decrease over time as well. So this could have been already it, right?
Exactly. This looks like it is it. And going back in history, when there was like a very small amount of people involved in the Bitcoin universe, and they were buying up the Bitcoin price, buying it up, just as it head up to $266. It was pretty much the same sets of people that were in Bitcoin that were before, that were buying it up with their cash, whatever cash that they had. And this was and then there was only Mt. Gox. No, not really. Mt. Gox and Bitstamp was the only two exchanges, but Bitstamp was not many people talked about it, and it was like in the background basically. And as this price ran up, right, slowly but surely, the only returns were to either to the 13 EMA or to the 21 EMA on the daily, not the weekly, daily. And because we know that the banks have been in this market since 2014, they've been buying since 2014, and they haven't been telling until they're like the bags are loaded, right? We know that they are constantly wanting to keep this price. If they see price coming down, they want to get in because they know how high this is going. They believe it just as much as me and Chris does, right? So yeah, it's this thing's going higher. I'm willing to bet that we'll never cross below the 21 EMA deeply enough to go even touch the weekly EMA.
Wait, on the daily?
Never touch it.
You
on the
think?
Daily, we'll never go to the weekly 21 EMA. Never.
Wow. Wait, Da Vinci. And so everyone watching right now, let me see, where's the browser? So everyone watching right now, let me quickly go to the weekly. What Da Vinci is saying right now, I just want to put it together for everyone who is maybe new to Bitcoin here. If you don't remember, or if you weren't around, back in the day, since 16, 17, we did every single time we had a retracement, the 21-week EMA, which is this orange line here, was acting as perfect support back in the days, actually not only here, but also in the year 2011, 2012. So Da Vinci, what you are saying right now, we are very far away from the 21-week EMA. I think it's right now at 21,000. You think here that this line, which will probably continue like this here towards the upside, that we will never reach it until the end of the bull market? Is that what you want to say?
Exactly. I don't think this will ever get reached until the end. We've finished this bull run. We will not get close to the 21 EMA, and we're just going to keep going. We might have like a double bull run, right? Just like we did back in 2013. Right, where we blow off, and then we come back to the weekly EMA, then go sideways, right, bounce around, and then continue on the secondary bull run. But that's about it. I don't see this first wave bull run. I don't see us ever coming back to the daily EMA.
I mean, you know what? If I could choose, I would like that scenario. Of course, Bitcoin just shooting up straight into the 6 figures, not touching it. I have a hard time seeing it, just judging from the history, but of course things are changing, and I just want to see what is happening here. I wanted to go here. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's go into the lower time frames. On the daily we see here, I mean, would you agree, Da Vinci, if we are getting a rejection here below the previous all-time high, let's the 4 hours, that this could turn into an M pattern maybe? I mean, this is just me trying to focus on all the different scenarios here. Could this turn into an M pattern? But then in the second part, more importantly, what are you expecting for Bitcoin here in the immediate short term?
So what you're trying to say is this particular whole thing could turn into a big M pattern, and we go breaking down. Worst case. Anything can happen, right? But the bull market's still intact, right? We are starting a new bull run for Bitcoin, and we have everything we need to support this bull run. We have new investors, right? We have new investors with money. And we also have the Federal Reserve printing as much money as they possibly can to keep this system afloat. Same with every other central bank. So how can you see that unless there's some event where, oh, the Federal Reserve and the ECB decides, you know what, I think we made a mistake. We need to raise interest rates. Right? Do you see that happening? Right?
No.
Maybe if that happens up here, right, we might see an end happen. Right?
They should have raised interest actually when the economy was doing extremely well. They didn't do it. This is actually Keynesian economics. These people call themselves Keynesians. So if they are Keynesians, they should actually raise the interest rate when the economy is doing well, and then lower it when it's going bad. But they're just lowering all the time. They are just printing money all the time. So yes, I agree with you. This is not what's going to happen. We will not see an increase in interest rate anytime soon. It's just the whole incentive structure is not laid out for that. They want to make themselves more rich, and they want to make the poor and lower and middle class actually more poor. But Da Vinci, what are you expecting now? So you don't see actually this bearish scenario unfolding. What would be your scenario? What are your expectations for Bitcoin in the immediate short term here on the daily, on the 4-hourly?
Well, right now, we're hitting a resistance level, right? So this is a level where, hey, you know what, if we don't blow through it, we could roll over, right? We could roll over just like you suggested. We could, I would say the worst case scenario is that we retest the breakout level is the worst case scenario. So if you haven't taken profits, you might end up, going into negatives should this fail. But I don't see it. I don't see it actually breaking down further beyond these lows or these lows here. So the lows of 32,500 and the lows of $30,000 approximately. So I don't see those lows ever getting reached. So at worst case, we might do something like this, where we roll back down, right, and we head back down, we spook everybody out, we do a little bit of a stop running, and then make another W, and then make a bigger W, and then this thing goes explosive.
Okay.
Like but explosively big.
But
like
so is this the most likely scenario, or do you think we are maybe going to break the resistance you are pointing out here? What would you say is maybe going to happen here?
Okay, this is one possible scenario, right? But what I think the most likely scenario is that we break through this weak resistance. I think we're just going to, if you go down to the shorter time frames, right, we're going to see some sort of Wing action here, a little bit of Wing action here, and then off we go, right? And we just punch through.
So
right?
you see
and
here
that's where you can run.
Sorry. Yeah, you see here this rejection, then maybe some consolidation at the resistance, maybe Wing out here on the 15 minutes, and then eventually breaking through the $40,000 levels. And this is my last question, Da Vinci. What would be your price targets, just in case we would be breaking through, just in case we would be going above the $41,000? I mean, we already mentioned some price targets here recently, Da Vinci. You actually, and then also I myself in my solo episodes, we had very, very similar analysis here with the breakout actually of the symmetrical triangle as predicted, and now we are so close here to our measured move price targets. I want to know, what price targets would you be expecting if this bullish scenario is actually coming into place?
Well, my price targets, right, we were pretty much the same as yours. If we go back to the 4-hour, you can see, right, we have the clear W that's right here. And let's just draw the lines, draw our measured move, take our measured move once again, and draw it out to here, and then move it up. You can see it takes us to close to $43,000 approximately, giving us an new all-time high. And so that's the target that we're seeing based on the measured move of this W. And yeah, that's the most likely scenario. I think we just created a nice little W underneath this resistance level, and off we go.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, let's wait and see if this is happening. I mean, now, ever since we invalidated this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and ever since I saw here this Bitcoin breakout, of course, I immediately also flipped bullish for the immediate short term. This is why I was putting out the tweets and also announcing my new trade here. So I do agree with you, Da Vinci, but yeah, I think the 40,000 US dollar level, actually this resistance level you are mentioning here, this is really the last line, the last area where the bears are right now defending. So the moment of truth will be when we are finally breaking through. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. And yeah, Da Vinci, this stage is yours, of course. Please share everything you want to say.
One more thing, just so you know, if head and shoulders patterns don't get invalidated until you break the high. Right?
Yeah, because this could be the new shoulder, of course. Or what do you mean?
Right. So yeah, exactly. This is because what happens is head and shoulders patterns, especially on what's it called, the Forex levels. What tends to happen is they like to do this, right? They like to break down and then come back up and then actually break back down and fall through on the head and shoulders pattern. Yeah. So it does not invalidate the head and shoulders pattern until it actually breaks breaks above the head, right? That's the only time it gets actually invalidated.
It's true, but when the right head is just too far away, right shoulder is too far away from the head, much more far away than the left shoulder, of course, this would be an invalidation. It's just not a typical head and shoulders pattern anymore, right? They should be in a similar distance to the head.
No, but the projected move would remain the same should it roll over and break break the neckline. Right, from this level here, right, and break the neckline down. That is the projected move will remain the same. So
would remain the same. Yeah, would remain the same. It wouldn't be a textbook head and shoulders pattern anymore, with the right shoulder is just much more far away than the left shoulder. But actually, this is not yet the case. They are pretty similar distance yet. So the moment of truth is when we are breaking this resistance line, which you beautifully here outlined in the red color, signifying that it's the bears actually defending this level. So thank you so much for that. Maybe we can go back into the phase mode. And I have a question, Da Vinci. Do you have any last things, any important updates you want to share before we are wrapping it up for today?
Yeah, sure. As you know, I have Pandora's wallet. It's a wallet that allows you to trade altcoins and cryptocurrencies whilst you keep them in your possession, right? And also, we also do we have a Telegram group for my Pandora's wallet subscribers, and where I show off all my trades, everything that I have. What altcoins I have and what trades I'm making, and yeah, if you're interested in that, it's a very friendly environment, right? An environment where you could come to learn, and nobody's hostile. It's very calm and subdued. So no one, everybody's happy there, and I'm glad about that. And there's no infighting or stuff like that. Right? We take care of all of that. So yeah, if you're interested, yeah. So it's you get a discount. Also, if you want, you could purchase the DJ15 token. I know the transaction fees are extremely high with Ethereum right now, but yeah, if you just wait a little while, you could always buy the DJ15 token once the transaction fees have dropped on Ethereum, because that's what most people are doing right now. They're not willing to pay the what's it called? It's right now $60.
Yeah, of course. Ethereum is going crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Uniswap is just absolutely insane.
Anyway, thank you so much, Da Vinci, for sharing. Everyone, you will find the links for that also in the description down below, in the pinned comment. And with that being said, I want to wrap it already up for today. I have to get this video uploaded as soon as possible. Thank you so much, guys, for smashing up the like button, watching this video until the very end. It truly means a lot for me. And with that being said, I want to come to the last question of today. Da Vinci J15, do you have any last words to share before we are wrapping it up for today?
Always play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, click the subscription box right here of MMCrypto, but more importantly of Da Vinci J15, and also the Bible tutorial which is popping up right there. And as always, guys, bye-bye.